Let's explore the context for Credentialate, which discovers and shares evidence of workplace skills. A traditional degree or credential is no longer the signal to hire for employers that it once was. Companies globally are struggling to identify prospective employees with the requisite skills. Learners themselves are increasingly turning their focus and preference to skills-based training and non-degree alternative credentials. Partially in response to this, the use of micro-credentials and alternative credentials has exploded, with nearly 1 million unique credentials being issued in the US alone. Technology is enabling this at incredible scale, with more than one badge being issued, shared, or verified every single second. That all sounds fantastic, and yet we know that all learners are not the same. So why are there credentials? In the two examples that you see here, one recipient received a platinum collaboration badge, and the other received a gold collaboration badge. The information on the badge itself is all about the badge, nothing about the learner. So how do we fix that? With Credentialate. Credentialate adds meaning to credentials by incorporating personalized quantitative and qualitative feedback into that digital credential through our evidence page. What you see in the two examples, on the left, Samantha has received the platinum collaboration badge, but perhaps more importantly, Credentialate has identified that she has fantastic skills in negotiation and conflict resolution. Whereas Lucy on the right received a gold collaboration badge. Still very strong performance, but her greatest strength lies in fostering a constructive team environment. So with Credentialate, these learners are able to surface their own individual and personalized skills and strengths as they have been assessed by an educational institution, bringing much more meaning to the learner, as well as any prospective employers. How do we do this? Credentialate, as the world's first credential evidence platform, extracts data from leading learning management systems, assessment platforms, or wherever learning performance data exists. We then run that data through a series of tools and models to ascertain who has demonstrated mastery of a particular skill or competency. We integrate with leading badging providers to issue digital credentials with personalized evidence attached. Additional context can be provided by associating frameworks and job market data. By synthesizing this data within Credentialate, we're able to provide a wide range of learning analytics and reporting visualizations to benefit the learner as well as the institution. For employers, we create a signal to hire powered by personalized, meaningful evidence. Credentialate discovers and shares evidence of workplace skills through our skills-first architecture. A 5-step process surfaces personalized evidence using a scalable and repeatable process. In steps 1 and 2, our competency and framework libraries streamline setup and configuration and enable benchmarking within institutions. In step 3, a credential is mapped against the assessment activities, and Credentialate extracts the assessment data and models it in step 4. For learners who demonstrate specified performance levels, Credentialate generates personalized quantitative and qualitative evidence attached to a digital credential in step 5. Let's take a look. In step 1, the competency library stores skills or competencies for use across an organization. These can be durable skills, domain-specific skills, or certifications. Potential sources of competencies include organizations like our partner Education Design Lab with their 21st Century Skill Micro-Credentials, others such as the AAC and U value rubrics, or you can define your own. We'll take a look at an example of collaboration. Within the competency, you can define the evidence matrix with varying performance levels and define one or more levels of badges based on achievement. You can also align the competency to frameworks, which comes in step 2. Our framework library manages a range of multi-tier frameworks. Relevant frameworks can include those created by governments, accrediting bodies, industry, global thought leaders, and organizations. We'll take a look at a sample university's desired graduate attributes, modeled on our design partner, the University of New South Wales. As we explore the framework, we can drill down to each of the levels, and very importantly, we can look at the mapping of competencies against the framework, identifying areas of strong coverage, as well as those with gaps. For step 3, mapping skills, let's dive into a credential on teamwork within the nursing program. Credentials are based on competencies and automatically incorporate their structure. We then map the elements against the course gradebook. For step 4, assessment and evidence capture, the data is extracted from the learning management system or assessment platform and run through the specified models to determine the levels of achievement for each learner. As you can see, a number of learners have achieved varying levels of achievement, but just as important, a number of other learners are still developing their skills. The Credentialate evidence record provides meaningful, verified evidence of a learner's skills and competencies. Let's look at 2 learners, Samantha, who earned a platinum credential in collaboration, and Lucy, who earned a gold credential. Samantha has demonstrated very strong performance across a number of skills fundamental to collaboration. She receives both quantitative and, perhaps more importantly, qualitative feedback based on her performance. Turning to Lucy, Lucy also performed well, but at a lower level. The Credentialate evidence record provides different quantitative and qualitative feedback. It reveals her greatest strength lies in another skill, fostering a constructive team climate. Each evidence record can be aligned to frameworks to help contextualize it. The evidence record provides each learner with a voice for their personal skills and can serve as a signal to hire for employers. Each learner is unique. It's about time their credentials were as well.